Children of classes 3, 4 and 5 were very excited. They were going next day to see a movie in the neighboring town. Kattur Primary School was over 50 years old, but the village was not at all developed. There was no electricity, no power, no buses, not even a small shop selling small necessary items. The villagers had to trudge 3 kilometers to Uttukodai for all their bare necessities. Uttukodai had a supermarket and not one but 2 cinema halls. And it was to one of these cinema halls that the children were going. They were very excited when the headmaster announced at assembly, "Tomorrow you must all be in school by 7 a.m. and wear your school uniform. Bring 5 rupees and if you have slippers, please wear them. If you have a water bottle, please carry it." And so next day, the children were in school before 7 a.m. They all came running. They were so thrilled to be out. They all formed a line and marched, or rather ran to the cinema hall all the 3 kilometers. And on reaching there, they entered the cinema to find children from another school were already seated there. The movie began at 10 a.m. sharp. And the children enjoyed it thoroughly. And although they did not understand much about it, it was an English movie, Baby's Day Out, they could identify with the baby in the movie very well. During the interval, they rushed to buy the snacks with whatever money they had. After the movie was over, they formed a line and went and exited the cinema hall. The midday heat was scorching. Those who did not have slippers almost burnt their feet. And soon, whilst they were walking, their tongues curled up in thirst because all of them had finished their water in the theatre itself. They trudged along reluctantly until they reached a village in between called Pulatur. There they all rushed to the street tap, and one boy of standard 5 pumped water for all of them. Mahalakshmi of class 3 also ran to fill her water bottle. She was just about to put it to her mouth when it was rudely snatched away from her hand and she got a sound slap. Her sister Vijayalakshmi turned around and told her, "Maha, you are going to drink water from a street tap in the Cherry Street? Wait till I tell Appa." Maha said, "Please, Akka, please, I'll just take a sip, just one little sip. I am so thirsty." Vijayalakshmi poured the water on the ground. Maha started howling. Mary, the teacher, heard her crying. "What is the matter, Maha? You're tired? You can't walk? It's just a little way ahead. See, we can almost see the school building." "No, teacher," said Shanti, her friend. "Maha's thirsty." "But we just stopped at the street tap for water." "No, teacher, her sister did not allow her to drink." "But why?" "That street tap was in the Cherry Street." "So what?" Mary called out to Vijayalakshmi, "What is the matter? You all didn't drink water at the street tap? Only clean water comes out from that tap. Yes, teacher. But we have been told at home not to mingle with the Cherry people, not to eat or drink anything from them. But that's wrong. Mary was shocked. Vijayalakshmi quietly walked away. Mary thought to herself, and to think, I have been teaching these children. I taught her last year in class 4. I remember doing Bharatiyar's Murasu song in a Tamil lesson. What they learn at home sticks more with them rather than what we teach at school. I'm going to tell the headmaster to speak to these children. They all reached the classrooms and went inside. After lunch, when the headmaster came in, Mary went to speak to him. Sir, the children had a very tough time coming back. The midday heat was scorching and they all wanted water, which they had finished in the theatre itself. And although we had a street tap in Pulatur, some children refused to drink. But why? Mary related the incident to him. I wish you would talk to the two sisters. The headmaster sent for the two sisters. You know, it's okay to drink water from a tap in the Cherry streets. It's only in the houses of these people that you must not eat or drink. Okay, go back to class.